Well, welcome to Johnson's Lake, controlled by Godalming Angling Society. This is the lake where all these massive Crucians get caught. I still call it Entons, so don't get mistaken if I refer to it later. It's midsummer, it's a bit cool today, we've got a lovely breeze coming in, and what we're going to be targeting today is really tension Crucians. That's what we would like. We're probably going to get a few rudd chucked in for good measure as well. Going to keep things fairly simple, just fishing for one bite at a time using good old faithful sweet corn. So I've quickly got my rods out because there's been a bit of bubbling out there. Let's just see how it goes. Well, we've come to Johnson's this morning. Our target species really was tension, maybe a few Crucians, but as you can see, this one's come along, first cast out to some bubblers. It's nice, double figured, mirror turned up. I'll take that on a little 175 scope, size 16 hook and a 5-pound hook link any day. So we'll show you the methods that we're using a little bit later in the actual film. If a few of these come along, or a few fish, which I think they will do today, it's going to be nice. I'm going to get this one back, hopefully get a few more. One for the future, that one, isn't it? Lovely looking fish. Let's get her back and get another one in the net. I just had a drop back and I really thought this could be the big Crucian, but I picked up the rod, tightened in, and then I don't know, I'm still unsure what this is actually. It was very strange bite, very Crucian-y, but now it's very erratic actually. It could be a big rudd or something, but we'll see in a few minutes, won't we? As you can see, I'm using these little Nash 10-foot 175s, and they're absolutely lovely for playing fish. Well, there you have it. Tension Crucian session. It's going to be a carp session, isn't it? Lovely little common. That's why I didn't know what it was actually. I thought it was a bit kind of tench, but lovely little common. Another one for the future. Come back when you're 30. Let's just go through this rig with you. It's fairly simple. I've got a little 1.1 ounce inline flat lead, and as you can see, I've got a little float stop here. And what it means is I've got a little bit of movement there just to see if I've got any fish there, liners. And when a fish picks it up, that lead will hit that float stop and create a bolt rig. We've got a little Drennan quick change bead here. Be very careful tying these on. Use a uni knot or a grinner knot and check them because they create weakness. And a small hook link there, sort of about 3-4 inches. Tiny little size 16 super specialist. And on there, smallest bit of sweet corn you can get. Tiniest bit, not the biggest bit, the smallest bit. And what we're going to do is we're going to fish this in conjunction with what we call the pellet cone. I'll show you that later. Just quickly on the rod is a 10-foot 175 scope. It's got plenty of tip action in it. You might think it's a little bit beefy here, but we've got double figured carp, we've got tench showing, and 6-pound main line. So it's all fairly basic. Just keep it nice and simple, and it'll catch you lots of fish. It's too early, 8-9 o'clock, and I'm sitting there. There you have it, another perfect little carp. Probably a little bit unwanted in here. They need to be thinned out a little bit, I would think, because they are seeming to be a lot of them this year, so hopefully the club will just fin them out later in the year along with the small tench and give those Crucians a little bit of breathing space. But perfection in miniature, little carp, proof that the rig works, lovely. Okay, just going to run you through the pellet cone, quite simple, little cone. Get this Nash ball maker pellet, you can mix this up when you get to the lake, it goes sticky quite quick, just don't overdo the moisture. Fill the pellet up, put the needle in through the finished end, get your short little hook link, a loop there, attach and just put it straight in. So there you have it, your hook point is buried into the cone and your sweet corn is just sitting out there. You just pop it out and there you have it. And all you do is you just attach that onto your quick change bead, like so, clip it together and there you have it. A brilliant method when you're fishing for one bite and not loads of fish. You just want to, keep the swim going, building it up slowly. Well, the old Crucian tench session that turned into a carp session has now turned back into what we came here for, the Crucian session. This is what people come and fish Johnson or Enton as I know it, for these magnificent creatures. This is a relatively small one at 2.7, but it's a fish of a lifetime for a lot of people. You just have to admire these graceful, just rare creatures. Lovely little fish. When you've got a Crucian on, because the fight's not very spectacular, they just come in, the odd little nod of the head, and then they go round in circles under the rod tip, and that's when you're likely to lose them. So, as I say, a lovely fish. Small one for here, we're looking for something maybe a pound bigger than that, so but a great start. We've had a few little indications. One method is working, we're trying 2 different baits and one is working, so we've swapped over to both now, so hopefully there's going to be a few more fish. And the wind has started really pushing into this swim as well, which is really, really good. So I'm going to get this one back and see if we can get some more. We could be doing it in a short. As you can see, I'm into another fish here. It's not doing a lot, so it could be a Crucian, but I'm catching quite a few little small carp, which are a little bit of a nuisance at the moment, trying to get a target species. But this fish has not really shaked its head at all. Come on, be a Crucian. It is, and it is a Crucian. Here she comes. Come on, you beauty. In she goes. Yeah, you can actually near enough tell what fish it is. Or if you're unsure what it is, it's going to be a little carp in here. If it doesn't do a lot, it just comes in nice and gracefully, it's going to be a Crucian. No, not. There you have it. Lovely Crucian, probably about 2.5 pound. You can see the rig there, a little bit of sweet corn. Oh, giving a bait away. Cracking fish. You can see how big their mouths are, so don't be scared of using a slightly bigger bait for them. But anyway, we'll get her back and hopefully get a bigger one. Got them in the Angling Society's Jewel in the Crown, this one is, and that's what all the fuss is about. £3 5 ounces of golden beauty. Summer fish, so it's probably at its lowest weight, but who's complaining? A fish of a lifetime, isn't it? I think that's fish number 20. We've lost count actually, it's well into the 20s. Double figured carp to start off with. Then we had a few Crucians, went for a spell of catching tench. The cameraman had a 5-1, the biggest one of the day. A couple of rudd, and then to finish the day off, just before this weather front comes in and we get wet, we're going to knock it on the head a little bit early. Not that I want to, I can't be honest. Proof of the old pellet cone, best bait in the world, smallest piece of sweet corn you can find, accurate casting, and just giving them a little and often, working on that basis, taking one fish at a time. And what can I say? Got an absolutely magical fish, and that's why we come here. But don't you just hate all these videos when, you know, the consultant is just saying, you know, promoting their products left, right and centre? It gets a little bit too much. So hopefully you'll like this video. I've not pushed my sponsors at all, but I have to push one little thing. And to be perfectly honest, this stuff is absolutely brilliant. You can put it in your, you know, your little flatbed feeder, breaks down really quick. The lovely thing about this is you can mix it on the bank. It's ready in sort of 30 seconds. And as you can see today, the fish just love it. If you're not actually on this, then you are really missing a trick. Well, didn't expect this one. Good reason to just cast your rods out again when you're packing up, because it's just started to rain. We were just about to leave. Cast the rods out, all clipped up again. Put your tackle away. Last things to get away is, you know, before you're landing it, your rods. And another bite and another Crucian. This one's gone 3 2.5. So unbelievable day really, you know, for a midsummer's day. And we're blessed, you know. This water Godalming have got, you know, the best Crucian water in the country by a million miles. And I just hope it stays that way for a long time, because these are very, very special fish.